Welcome all of you. This is another video of Maths Made Easy. Okay, so in this video today I'm going to take up another 7th standard topic once again. This topic is going to be on circles. Okay, it is from area perimeter chapter, so I'm going to take up circles in detail in this video. So I think circles is going to take up 2 videos. In the first one I'm going to take up only perimeter of a circle, that is circumference. Okay, I'm going to take up sums only on circumference, and in the second video I shall be taking up areas of circles in detail. So as I have told that I generally take up all possible types of questions in one video, okay, of that topic. So if you go through the full video, you'll be getting every possible sum that can be asked in the exam. So every type will have one example. You can note it down. Okay, so let's see. Let us start with the first question then. What is the circumference of a circle? Now if this is a circle, okay, if this is a circle, then circumference is this length. That means if this circle is made out of a wire, I can cut it and straighten it out, then that length is the circumference. Okay, so the circumference of a circle is nothing but you can say the perimeter of a circle is its circumference. Okay, and how much is it? It is 2 pi r. What is pi? Okay, pi is 2 into pi is 22 by 7 into whatever the radius is. So if the radius is 7 centimeter, you put a 7 here. So you just have to remember this formula for circumference of a circle. Let's see, we are going to take a few questions based on only circumference. Okay, so here we have 2 sums. The first one here, the second one is here. Circumference of circles having, okay, circles having this the diameter. Now remember when I told the formula, circumference was 2 pi r. Okay, I'll number it 1 and 2. So circumference was 2 pi r. So the formula takes radius. Now another thing, sometimes in schools they also take this 2 here, make it 2r, then they make it pi d. So even this is taught. So nothing to be worried, either you use this or you use this. Okay, so here I can substitute straight away, no problem. You can use this. Okay, so 22 by 7 into this 2r. What is this 2r? If this is the circle, here is the radius, you bring the radius this side also, this becomes the diameter. So 2 times the radius is equal to, so twice the radius is equal to the diameter. That is what d is here. Okay, so let me put the 49 here. Here, this 49, diameter is 49. Okay, so that is a 7. Okay, so now here 22 into 7, that is 7 to the 14 and 154 centimeter, sorry, 154 meter square, because they have given us in meters. Okay, so the circumference of the circle is 154 meters square. Now let's come to the second question, where the diameter is a 20. This time I am going to use 2 pi r formula only. Circumference, this is the second answer, 2 pi r, and I shall be using 2 pi r only. 2 into 22 by 7 into, how much is r? If diameter is 20, then radius is 10. Okay, that makes it 44 into 10 by 7. Okay, and that gives me 440 by 7. 440 by 7, you have to do some rough work. So 7 6 are 42 and 20, 7 2s are 14. Okay, 6. So that comes to 62. Okay, it comes to 62, 6 by 7 centimeter. Okay, remember it is a length. Okay, so if it is a length, circumference is a length, so you don't put centimeter square here, you put only centimeter. That is the circumference of the circle. Now sometimes in the sum they mention use pi as 3.142, then you should use only that value. Instead of 22 by 7, you use 3.142 in that sum. Okay, later on we might come across some sums where we are going to use this. The thing is same. That is, if you divide 22 by 7 in decimals, it is going to give you 3.142 only. But in case a sum has not talked about pi at all, then you are actually supposed to take 22 by 7. Okay, this is a constant value. What is 22 by 7? Suddenly it is coming. It is a constant value, which if you put here and you put the radius here, you get all the circumferences of any circle of any given radius. Now why is pi 22 by 7 only? Now if I bring this r this side with some cross multiplication, and then the 2 also I am bringing it down, this 2 and this r I am bringing under the c, okay, then this is pi is left. Now it has been seen that if you take the circumference and if you take the radius and you do this kind of a calculation, that is the ratio between circumference to the basically the diameter of any circle means you can take as big a circle you want, but you have to put the diameter of the circle here and the circumference of the circle here. If you do that, you will always get a value of 22 by 7 here. That is basically 22 by 7 is the ratio of circumference to diameter between of all circles. That is why they got this formula, circumference is 22 by 7 into diameter. Okay, so pi is going to be a constant value. That is the meaning of constant, when it is same for any radius and the corresponding circumference. Okay, so that is the meaning of circumference. Okay, and that is the meaning of pi. The ratio of the radius of two wheels is 3:4. What is the ratio of their circumferences? Here, now what is the shape of a wheel? The shape of a wheel is a circular one. Okay, and the ratio of their circumferences they want. Okay, so let me take, they have given the radius of circumference as 3:4. Now in this sum, generally whenever there is a ratio, we tend to take 3x, 4x like that. We'll do this sum without any of such things. Let the first wheel's circumference be C1, 2 pi R1. What is R1? Radius of the first wheel, which we don't know. C2, 2 pi R2. Radius of the second wheel, which we don't know. Okay. Then C1 by C2. Means because we have to find the ratio of the circumferences, so we have to write one below the other. Okay, and C1 by C2 is 2 pi R1 by 2 pi R2. Okay, now 2 and 2 can cancel, pi and pi can cancel, we don't even have to write the value. R1 is to R2. R1 is to R2 is given as a 3:4. Okay, so put the 3 by 4 here. Okay, so C1 by C2 is also, so C1 by C2 is also 3:4. Okay, so this is, so we can also write like this, C1 is to C2 is 3:4, because if they have asked you a radius, a ratio, you should always try to give the answer in this format. Okay, though it means the same. So C1 is to C2 is equal to 3:4. So here in this sum, we didn't bother to take any 3x, any 4x, we just substituted and got our answer. So the method and the trick is in the method how you write down the values. This writing system helps you to get it really quick. Okay. So here is our next question. A wire is in the form of a circle of radius 42. It is bent into a square. Okay, find the radius of the square. Means, first thing, the wire was in this form of a circle and the radius was 42. Okay, 42 centimeters. Now what you do, you open up this, you cut it out, this circle, and you make a square out of it. You make a square out of it. Okay, find the side of the square. Now what we do here is, we have to, for this length is 2 pi r. Okay, and that 2 pi r is equal to, now forms the perimeter of the square. Perimeter of the square is S, S, S and S. That is sum of 4 S's, S plus S plus S plus S. So 4 into S. Okay, so 4 into whatever is the side of the square. Now they have told take pi 22 by 7. Like this also they mention sometimes. 2 into 22 by 7. Okay, into 42. Okay, that is equal to 4 into S. So here also the writing style really gives you very quick answers. Okay, so this length of the wire, which is the circumference of the circle, makes the square. So that is equal to perimeter of the square. So now here you can cancel the 4 here with this. Okay, so 4 with the 2 and with the 11. Now if you are not following how I cancelled on both sides of the equal to sign, you can bring the 4 down, okay, and then cancel. So the same thing is only being done one step less. Okay, so I am doing it without writing. I am taking slight shortcut. Here only I am cancelling. Remember, you cannot do this if you have some plus or minus sign. I could do it only because there is all intos, all multiplications. Only then you can do. Even if this side I had a plus sign, I cannot do it. Okay, so little bit of linear equation idea you have to have, little bit of idea of cross multiplication if you have. You can check my videos on linear equation. The very first 1 or 2 videos will only give you a very good idea. Okay, so here this is, now this 2 also cancels. Okay, basically I am bringing the 4 down and cancelling. So S is now this 6. Okay, so S comes to this side, nothing is left, this side 66, okay, centimeter. 66 centimeter. Okay, so that is equal to the side of the square. So side of the square is equal to 66 centimeters. Now here is a question, find the perimeter to 1 dp. dp means to 1 decimal place. Okay, find the perimeter to 1 decimal place, and pi you have to use, they are telling you, is a 3.14. Sometimes they say 3.142, sometimes they say 3.14, sometimes you are asked to take 22/7 also. So here they are asked the perimeter. Now this question is one of the questions which is asked, and often, very often people get it wrong. Now why do they get it wrong? Perimeter is any outside boundary. So perimeter here will be half of the full circumference. This is a semicircle, so this is the half of the circumference. Okay, now why does it go wrong? Because people take for the circumference part, people take, now let me write perimeter. Okay, perimeter is 2 pi r by 2, because it is half only, so it becomes a pi r. Okay, plus now they forget to take this line, they take only that, and that is why it goes wrong. So here I have 1 r and here I have 1 r. Okay, so I have 2 r's here, but the full diameter is a 6, so 2 r. Okay, now take 3.14 into r is 3, not r is 3, because full diameter is 6, so r is 3 plus 2 into 3. This is my sum. Okay, so it is better to put brackets. Why? Otherwise you will add 3 and 2 and go wrong. So this is according to Bodmer's multiplication first. You can't add the 3 and 2. Okay, Bodmer says multiplication first and then addition. So 12 1, that is 42, and this is a 9, so 9.42 plus 6, that is 15.42 centimeters is the perimeter. Okay, now here is another diagram. We need to find the circumference of this diagram. The moment this is circumference of this kind of a diagram, we have to, we have to be prepared for which are the parts which actually form the outer boundary. So this much, this much, this much, this much, and this. Okay, in perimeter, these I am making them with dotted lines now. These don't count because that is not the outer boundary. So for this much I can see diameter is a 8, so radius is a 4. So I will take that. So perimeter is nothing but the outer boundary. So perimeter is equal to pi r. From 2 pi r I take the pi r. Last sum also I took. This one plus this one, yeah, I can write a 6. okay, because this is a rectangle, so both sides, opposite sides are equal. This much is a 4, and then comes another pi r. Okay, so I can name this as a pi r1 and this one as a pi r2. Okay, so how much is it? This is 3.14 into r1 is a 4 plus 10, this is 10 plus 3.14, yes, 3.14 into, this is 2, because diameter is a 4, radius is a 2, into 2. Okay, so now remember, we should not mix them up here, these. Okay, so that gives me how much? That gives me 4 into 4, 16, 1, this is a 56, okay, 14 into 4, and here is a 12 plus 10 plus this is 6.28. okay, if we do this addition, you have to be very careful about this addition. These are the points where people go wrong. Put the 10 down here. Okay, so we assume that the 10 has 0.00. Let me add these two first. 5, 22.56, then take the 6.28, 14, 1, 8, this is 28. Okay, it is 28.84. So 28.84 centimeters is, remember, it is a length. So 28.84 centimeters is my perimeter of the figure. The diameter of a bicycle is 28. So they have told it is the diameter. You have to be very careful whether they are telling diameter or they are telling radius. What distance will it cover in 100 revolutions? Okay, so diameter of a bicycle is 28. What distance will it cover in 100 revolutions? Now, if the diameter, the very first thing, if they have given us the diameter as 28, let me make it as 14. Okay, and what distance will it come in 100 revolutions? In 100 revolutions, now see, if this is the wheel, okay, supposing I mark it here and then I revolve it once. Okay, so in one complete revolution, okay, in one complete revolution covers what distance? One circumference. If you have understood this, you have understood the chapter. So if you let it roll like this, one circumference is one complete revolution, or one complete revolution makes one circumference. Now what happens? If that is one circumference, then in 100 revolutions, how much will it cover? In 100 revolutions, it covers 100 into 2 pi r, because in one revolution it was covering 2 pi r only. So in 100 revolutions it covers 100 times of 2 pi r. Okay, so if it is 100 into 2 pi r, that is 100 into 2 into, this is r is how much? R is, pi is a 22 by 7 and r is a 14. Okay, now since in this question they didn't tell what to take pi as, we are going to take a 22 by 7. Okay, so now we can cancel this, and how much do we get? So 100 into 4 into 22, that is 88, 8,800. What is the unit? 8,800 centimeters. Okay, so if you want, you can cover it, you can make it in meters. So you can also write it as 88, because 100 centimeters make a meter, 88 meters. So this much distance it covers in 100 revolutions. This revolution type question is very, very important. Okay, a wheel 14 centimeter in diameter makes 3000 revolutions per minute. Find its speed in meters per second. So that is our next question. Now the 14 centimeter is the diameter, so the radius is 7 centimeter, right? It's straight. Okay, makes 3000 revolutions per second. So they have only told that in 1 second it is making 3000. So let us find in meters per second. Okay, so the very first thing is we will convert this to meters, 0.07, okay, meters. Now in 1 minute it is doing 3000 revolutions. So distance covered in 3000 revolutions, that is 3000 into 2 pi r, okay, in 1 second, because in 3000 into 2 pi r. Now whatever the distance we get, that much it covered in 1 minute, because they have told here 1 minute. So here 3000 into 2 into 22 by 7, because they didn't mention what we should take for pi, so 22 by 7, and r is a 0.07. This is a 0.01. Multiply this with these two zeros and you can get rid of the decimal completely. 30, two zeros you multiply, point shifts and you are completely free of decimals. 2 into 22, that is 30 into 44, that is 4 3s are 12, okay, 4 3s are 12 and 1320 meters. Remember we had changed it to meter. So now our answer is in meters. 1320 meters it is covering in 1 minute. Therefore speed is, okay, equal to, so now speed is equal to distance by time, okay, because we want in meters per second. So we can't work with minutes anymore, we have to convert the time to seconds. So 1320 distance in meters, this is in meters, okay, and 1320 by, this is 60, because this was done in 1 minute, so 60 seconds. Cancel this. So how much do we get? 6 2s are 12, isn't it? 6 2s are 12 and then again one more 2. Okay, so that is 22 meters per second. That is our answer. A man runs round a circular field of a radius. So circular field had a radius of 50 meter. Man is moving at a speed of 12 kph, kilometers per hour. What time is taken by him to run 20 rounds of the field? Now whenever you have this distance, speed, time questions, you have to remember this one formula. Distance is equal to speed into time. Okay, now his speed was 12 kilometers per hour. Now if you want to convert, we can convert this 50 meter, because the unit here is, length is in kilometers, here it is in meters. So radius is 50 meters, which is equal to 50 divided by 1000 to make it kilometers, 0.05, okay, kilometer. So we will work with this now, because here it is in kilometers. Now we need 20 rounds, distance in 20 rounds. Distance in 20 rounds is what? How much? In one round distance is 2 pi r. So in 20 rounds it is 20 into 2 pi r, which is 20 into 22 by 7 into 2, sorry I missed the 2, into how much? R is 0.05, okay, R is 0.05, and now we have to find the distance in 20 rounds. We have to find. This is the distance it is covering in 20 rounds. Now that is a big calculation. Now if this is the distance and the speed is 12, in what time will he cover it? So how will I find that? So what I'll do, I'll keep t to one side and distance by speed is equal to time. Now I shall be using this formula, but before that let me calculate this little bit and make it little short. Okay, so here if I want to reduce this, okay, I want to remove this, with this I will multiply. Okay, so it is 2 into, this is a 44 by 7, okay, into 0.5, isn't it? Point shifted by one place because of this 10 here. This 0 I used up. Okay. Now again with 0.5. Now 0.5 means a half. So I can even write a half here. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll write a half here instead of 0.5 because 0.5 is a half. Now cancel this. Okay. So I have reduced it to a very small thing which is 44/7, which is going to help me in my calculation. So here time is how much now? Time is distance is how much? 44 divided by 7 and speed is 12. Okay, so I put that 12 here. So distance by speed, okay, should give me the time in hours. So it is 4 11s are 4 3s are, so 11 by 21. 11 by 21, that is a fraction of, what am I getting? A fraction of an hour. Okay, so if I want it in minutes, then what will I do? This is in hours. As of now, this is in hours. Okay, so but this does not look good. So I will convert it to minutes now. So now I am going to get time is equal to 11 by 21 into this fraction of 1. So because into of 1 hour, so 60 minutes. Okay, so with a 3 7 3, this is a 20. Okay. So that gives me 220 by 7. That many minutes. 220 by 7 is how much? 220 by 7, 3s are 21, 1 0, that is 1730. 31.4 minutes. Okay, so that gives me 31.4 minutes. Okay, so that finishes with my sum. So what we used here is, what did we use here? What we used here is the distance, speed and time formula. So this is the formula. You want time, you divide distance by speed. You want speed, you divide distance by time. So here I wanted time. Another thing is we have to get them all in the same unit. It was given in kilometers. So I have to first convert my meters to kilometers. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so that's it for today. From this chapter, where I have taken up only circumference of a circle and related sums. I have not taken up area. In my next video, I am going to take up area of circles in detail. Okay, that's it for today. If you have liked the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks then. Bye all of you.